I think you might be hiding right now. But if I told you guys that bubblefish, Bubbles and Mouse, Bubbles and Mouse. If I told you guys that bubblefish could grow plants on top of his tank, would you believe me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course you would. But you don't believe me? Okay, so what do plants need in order to grow?
Water.
Water.
And sunshine.
Sunshine.
Seed. And dirt.
And dirt. Okay, so let's go through a checklist.
No soil.
No soil. Do we have water?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Does bubblefish have water in his tank?
Yeah. Yes.
Do we have sunlight coming in the classroom?
Yes. No.
Yes. Through
When
the
our blinds are
windows?
open.
What about dirt? Does bubblefish have dirt in his tank?
No.
No. That's interesting. How do you guys think bubblefish can grow plants without dirt?
And what about soil?
With no soil. So, bubblefish has these really cool things called grow stones. And they work as soil because they absorb the nutrients or the food that bubblefish gives off. How do you think bubblefish produces food for plants?
He eats the food and he spits it out.
That's actually really close. It's gonna sound silly, guys, so try not to laugh, okay? Try your hardest.
Yes, and he doesn't like his food.
No, bubblefish likes his food, but bubblefish eats his food and then he poops. And that's what feeds the plants. Isn't that silly? It's so silly.
Yeah!
Let's think though, if bubblefish's poop is in the water, how do you think it gets up to the plants?
It floats down to the plants.
Mm-hmm. Well, what if I tell you that the water takes it up to the plants? That in here we have a pump that pumps water through the system.
You're jumping on the carpet.
I'll clean it up.
I can't
You see?
I can't
When
see.
it's working,
What's
you can come
that
up and
black
look.
thing?
That's a little sponge that protects the algae.
I don't see the black. I don't see the black. All
Alright, if you've already had a look, let's go back to our seats.
Kylie, you want to come look?
Seraphina, would you like to come look inside? Alyssa, do you want to come have a look? Awesome.
Oh, Natalie, could you scoot back so Kylie could come in and look?
Okay, we'll look in.
That's so it can absorb the nutrients and filter the water. So.
Alright, last look in 3, 2, 1. Back to our spots.
All right, back to the spots.
Them smell bad.
Yeah, they do smell a little bad. So when this tank is plugged in, it pumps water up the tube and under the plants. So that's how the plants are fed. But what do you guys think the plants do for bubblefish?
Feed
You know?
him.
They do what, Oakley?
Feed him.
They feed
How
him.
do they feed him?
What if I told you guys that the plants clean his water?
How do plants clean his water?
How do the plants?
Kelly,
Mhm.
they poop is
Oh, thank you.
How they make their leaf melt into the water.
Oh, Bubbles and Mouse, 1 second.
How they make their leaf melt into
Oh, Natalie's saying something, Abigail. Let's listen to her words. Abigail.
I hear you. I'll get to you in a second.
They make how their leaf melt into the water. How
Maybe.
I'm
Abigail.
talking for when you say the poop, I just did this and it's not loud.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so the plants. Oh, Bubbles and Mouse, Nate. The plants provide oxygen. Does anyone know what oxygen is? No. Oxygen is what we need to breathe.
I knew that.
But the
I knew
plants
that.
filter the water, which means they clean the water. So bubblefish can have a nice, clean place to live in. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. Dirty.
Right now it might be a little dirty. So, in order to clean Bubblefish's tank today, we're going to plant some herbs in there. And herbs are just plants, and I have them out here today. So, we have some basil.
Jackson.
Natalie, could you sit back so Reagan can see? So we have some basil here. I wonder what basil's in. Has anyone ever eaten basil before?
I have.
You have?
I
Okay.
have.
I'm gonna pass these plants around so you guys can smell them and feel them. So we're gonna plant some basil in here.
Can I pass it to
Oh,
Brinker?
I'm gonna do it.
Why?
Oh, be careful with them. We'll get the dirt up in a little bit. Pass it to Oakley Brinker.
Are you going to plant seeds? Are you going to get them in there?
What's cool about this is I can just drop them in. So let's take a look at the seeds.
One of them dropped it. Yeah. Those are seeds.
Mm-hmm.
I found one.
Oh, don't
Here,
touch.
let's keep our
Hands off.
look with your eyes.
Hey, Kelly, I found another seed.
Oh, thank
Give
you.
it a chance. Dropped it.
So we're just gonna sprinkle this on.
Hey, Gavin, let's put it back.
Gavin, can you sprinkle it on in for me?
Mm-hmm. Make sure all of our seeds end up in there.
Nice sprinkles coming.
I think
Oh,
Miss
Gavin
Kelly's
already
gonna do
grabbed
it
some.
because there's not enough seeds for everyone. There's only 3 packs.
Okay. And so, Gavin and
Natalie.
Natalie, could you guys sit back, please? Thank you. The next plant we're gonna plant is mint. Has anyone ever eaten mint before?
I have.
You have? What have you eaten it in?
I have eaten a candy before.
A candy mint?
No, it's a candy Tic Tac.
Oh, okay. Had mint in it? That's cool.
Hey, I ate mine. I can't see bubble. I invented candy.
So mint, you guys have probably eaten a lot of it in candy, but it can also be found in teas and other food that we eat.
And mint is in some bubble gum.
It is in some bubble gum. So when I pass it around the mint, make sure you smell it because it smells really
You
good.
don't have to see bubble. She needs to see her. She wants to. Everyone, put something and sprinkle them in.
Oh, I'm gonna sprinkle them in,
Miss
but you
Kelly's
can
gonna
look
do
at the seeds.
Pass it.
Whoa, look at these
Oh,
seeds.
so
Can I look
tiny.
at them?
Look how little they are. Oh, see with your
Look
eyes.
with your eyes.
Oh, Jackson, can you back up so Kylie can come see? Reagan.
Back up.
Gavin, look with your eyes, not touch with your hands.
You see?
Your teeth, guys?
They're teeny. Oh, look with your eyes, Aiden.
See, what these are?
She's getting to that one next.
Oh, look how tiny those are.
They are so tiny, aren't they? So we're gonna put those on top too. Okay.
One
So
more.
the last thing we're going to plant is oregano.
No.
Does anyone know what oregano
This
is?
is oregano.
That is oregano.
Oregano was bigger.
Oregano is bigger. It is a little bit floppier, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, hands up. You don't want to hurt the
So
plant.
to me, whenever you smell oregano, to me it smells like spaghetti because it is found in a lot of spaghetti.
Can I smell? I want to smell. Oregano.
These are tiny ones too.
Can I see? Can I see?
It does kind of smell
Smells
like.
like. Can I see? Can I see?
Courtney, do you
Oh.
want to smell this?
Sit back, guys.
It
And this is what oregano looks like. Oh, look with your eyes, Courtney.
is. I like it.
Your listening ears are not on right now.
Aiden, look with your eyes.
See. I can't see. It smells like.
Oh, Gavin, look with your eyes.
It smells like. Jackson, watch out for the
Okay,
plant.
she's gonna stop showing the seeds if y'all don't have your listening ears on. We're looking with our eyes. Alright, Aiden,
They're
pass
teeny
this around and
tiny.
smell it.
They kind of looked like the mint seeds to me.
We're
So-
going in a circle.
Smell this one.
So, Bubblefish is going to grow our plants for us. And if we can grow food in our classroom with this, where else do you guys think we can grow food?
In the garden.
In the garden. But where else do you guys think we can grow food without dirt?
Hey, I know.
Where?
On the farm.
On a farm? We could grow on a farm.
Yeah, in the flower. Yeah, in the flower bed.
In the flower bed too.
I want to hold some.
All right, so now what we're gonna.
That's awesome. All right, so I have some very special announcements today, okay? So I need your eyes up here and bubbles and mouths. I brought in, hey Gavin, eyes up here, bubbles and mouths. I brought in something very special today, and I want to tell you guys all about it, okay? So, who here with your hands has heard of something known as a compost?
I have.
You have?
Not me.
Not you?
Not me.
Aiden, do you remember what it is?
Yes.
Yes.
It helps stuff that wouldn't walk in.
Oh, it does. You're right. So guys, what we have is a new addition to our classroom. And this is called a compost. And I'm going to let you guys come in and look inside, okay? This is a compost.
Hey, that's what words like.
It smells weird. Yeah, doesn't it?
That's what words like.
You're right.
Oh!
All right.
Banana?
And now that everybody's gotten the chance to look, can you guys step back and go back to your seats? And I'm going to tell you about it. It's dirty.
I saw a rotten banana.
I know.
I saw a banana peel.
Okay, guys.
I saw a banana that was really stinky.
Really stinky. You're right.
Okay, guys.
All right, bubbles and mouths. Bubbles and mouths, eyes up here. So, you guys, what we're going to do with our compost is we're going to make plant food for our garden. And how do you think that's going to happen?
We are going to put some water in it and mix it up.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, see, when we put vegetables and fruits in here, they break down when they start rotting and they release nutrients. Does anyone know what a nutrient is?
Not me.
Not you. A nutrient is kind of like, it's food. It's kind of what is good for the plants. So when this all breaks down, we're going to scoop it out and turn it into plant food. It's a little stinky, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, so,
Rotten banana.
well, that just got in there.
Can I see it
So
again?
it's not rotten yet.
A rotten
So,
taste good.
oh, that's celery. All right, back up, guys. Step back on your bottoms. Nate, get back.
I don't like eating compost.
So, guys, what I want to tell you is
That was enough, guys.
what goes into the compost is only vegetables and fruits. So if you guys have any leftover vegetables and fruits, throw them in here because that'll be good for the plants and good for the earth. So, there we go.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You're not gonna, do you not like the smell, Lily Sue?
I think I smell it.
Of course, Courtney, you want to put it in? Okay, we don't have to put it in then.
I can't get another one. Miss Kelly, I have great stick over.
Serafina, you want to come sit in my lap?
I'll be right back.